What if I told you that retirement in Australia is no longer about relaxation, but about navigating welfare? The system is changing, the rules are shifting, and the future of every retiree is on the line. Retirement in Australia has always carried a special meaning. For decades, people imagined the moment they would finally leave work behind as a time of peace, stability, and financial security. The dream was simple: after years of hard work, superannuation savings, and the age pension together would provide a comfortable lifestyle. But today, the reality of retirement looks very different, and for many Australians, the journey feels less like stepping into freedom and more like navigating a system of welfare support. Let's start with the numbers. The age pension has been a cornerstone of retirement for millions of Australians. Designed to provide a safety net, it was never meant to replace a full income. In 2025, the maximum rate for a single pensioner is around the level of a modest weekly wage, and couples share only slightly more. On paper it seems workable, but once we factor in the rising costs of rent, electricity, healthcare, food, and insurance, the truth becomes clear. Many seniors struggle to make ends meet even with government support. Another shift that makes retirement harder is the changing housing market. In past generations, most people owned their home by the time they retired. This gave them security and meant fewer expenses. Today, a growing number of Australians still rent when they reach retirement age. For them, the pension is swallowed almost entirely by rent payments, leaving very little for day-to-day living. The difference between a retiree with a fully paid-off home and one without is now massive. It has turned retirement into two very different experiences, one comfortable, one fragile. Superannuation was meant to bridge this gap. The idea was that regular contributions during a person's working life would grow into a healthy fund to support retirement. But here again, the picture is uneven. Many people, especially women who take time out of the workforce to raise families or care for relatives, end up with much smaller balances. Casual workers, gig economy earners, and migrants who arrive later in life also find their super funds far below what's needed for a secure retirement. Instead of independence, many are forced back onto the age pension as their primary source of income. Healthcare is another major factor shaping the new face of retirement. Australians are fortunate to have Medicare, but the reality is that many health costs still fall directly on older people. Prescription medicines, specialist visits, dental care, and even simple checkups can quickly eat away at savings. As we age, health needs grow, and so do the expenses. The pension was not designed with these rising costs in mind, leaving many retirees under pressure. Then there is the issue of longevity. Australians today are living longer than ever before. While this is something to celebrate, it also raises a financial challenge. A retirement that once lasted 15 years may now stretch to 25 or even 30 years. Super funds run dry. Savings shrink. The pension becomes the only option for survival. What was meant to be a short-term support at the end of life has now turned into a long-term welfare plan for millions of people. But it is not all bad news. There are still opportunities and strategies that can make retirement more secure. Financial planners often advise that even small contributions to superannuation throughout life can make a big difference later on. Downsizing the family home, while difficult emotionally, can free up cash to support living costs. Seniors who continue part-time work beyond retirement age often find not only extra income but also purpose and social connection. The government also offers concessions such as the Seniors Card, discounts on public transport, and assistance with energy bills that can ease the financial strain. What truly makes the current generation of retirees different, however, is mindset. In the past, retirement was seen as the end of productivity. Today, many Australians in their 60s and 70s are choosing to stay active, learn new skills, and even start businesses. Some are taking advantage of remote work and online platforms to generate income while enjoying flexibility. Others are turning hobbies into small sources of money. This shift in thinking reflects a new reality. Retirement is no longer just about withdrawing from work but about reshaping the kind of work and lifestyle we want. At the same time, there is a growing social debate. Should the pension be increased to reflect the real cost of living? Should housing policies change to protect older renters? Should superannuation rules be updated to help part-time workers and women who missed out on years of contributions? These questions are becoming louder as the population ages and more people face financial pressure in retirement. Politicians know that seniors are a powerful voting group, and in the years ahead, these issues will remain at the center of national discussions. What does the new face of retirement in Australia really look like? It looks like a mixed picture. For some, it is a time of comfort, with a paid-off home, a healthy super balance, and the ability to travel, relax, and enjoy family life. For others, it feels like a daily battle to stretch a limited pension across endless bills. The contrast between these two groups is sharper than ever. What we can say with certainty is that retirement in Australia is no longer a single story. It is not just about finishing work and living quietly. It is about planning, adapting, and often relying on welfare support in ways previous generations never expected. The line between independence and dependence has blurred, and navigating this reality takes preparation, knowledge, and resilience. For those still working, the message is clear: start planning early, contribute to superannuation regularly, and learn about the benefits available before you reach retirement age. For those already retired, awareness of entitlements and creative approaches to earning and saving can make the difference between just surviving and truly living. In the end, the journey from work to welfare is one that millions of Australians will face. It is not a story of failure but of change. Retirement is evolving, and while the challenges are real, so too are the opportunities. With the right balance of support, awareness, and innovation, the dream of a dignified retirement is still possible even in a world where welfare plays a bigger role than ever before. So that's the reality of retirement in Australia today. For some, it's still a time of comfort and freedom, but for many, it has become a daily challenge of stretching the pension, managing health costs, and making tough choices. What's clear is that the old picture of retirement has changed forever. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like so more people can discover this important topic. Share it with friends or family who are planning their retirement, because understanding the system early can make all the difference. And if you want more updates on pensions, superannuation, and life in Australia, don't forget to subscribe to Dream Life Aussie and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss our latest videos. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.